game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Tampa. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. But it'll be 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2nd and 10. And it's caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22.
He's crashing. He's checking.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Just like that. Just like that. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Shit.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. He completes it to Julian Jones. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
19 yards there on the catch and run. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now it's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First down, a run with Cohen. And an alley to run. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tariq Cohen, 67 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And oh, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They run for the first time with Justice Hill. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Jackson, a hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. No.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Get that quarterback and all. Kill. Switch.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They go play action with Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 64 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After the interception, here's Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Offensive guys.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. On the return is Cohen. It'll be a 45-yard punt, and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
At the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They're going to look to throw. He finds Robinson. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Allen Robinson. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Let's go, man. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On 2nd down, it's Hill. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On the ready. 58, Mike. They can't hang with us.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
55. 90, go. He's Mike. Defense wins champ.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike, 58, right there.
Looking to throw. And he's got Miller. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. Now 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Boys, let's go. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Check 3, check. Check. Shoot. Watch that. Watch out.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. Escaping. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. He's got a first down and more past the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check. Sponge. Tighten up.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
Again, it's Cohen. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Watch the curl. 58, boys. 58. Mike. Here we go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. 30. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. An 80-yard touchdown as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? And, you know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them. So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That second down play nets a -4.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He'll look to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the 44-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Keep it up, guys. Kill. Turn it up.
They try again with Cohen. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Yeah, 6 yards. Let him know. 95's a chance.
He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 45-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back now in Tampa. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on. And this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Tackle made by Justin Evans. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They go play action here on first down. Robinson's got it, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire? Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Justin Watson there to make the grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back.
And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safe.
Julio Jones all alone. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Julio Jones. An even 90 yards as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got him in. Complete. 20. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Allen Robinson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Jackson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 39, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll drop the throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 23-yard line.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Bucs, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.